You're listening to the Heated Bros podcast with your hosts, Casey Reeves and Joseph Ramos.
And welcome to the Heated Bros podcast. I'm your host, Casey, followed by
Joe
and Alex.
And we got a lot to cover because last week was short. Our batteries died.
Yeah.
But apparently nobody got to see that episode yet, so...
No, that episode wasn't able to be
part two.
uploaded. You get part 1 and part 2 with no weights because it would not upload. Starting the new year fucking strong.
My life is a nightmare.
It's okay, man.
It's okay.
It's okay. Well, you
okay.
should have seen when I was editing the Witcher review, a screen capturing it and everything. And I was like almost done. And my fucking cat jumped on the keyboard and it like started spazzing out. And I was like, and I lost like half that footage. It was like, fuck. I was like, you know how long it takes like screen cap shit? Because you have to line up the corner so you people can't tell you're screen capping it.
I guess, yeah.
And like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
so I like lined it up, did everything, and I was like, looks good. I hit play and then I hit start.
It's way easier on a Mac. You can just press record on the whole screen.
Yeah. This
Full
one I
screen
have.
the video.
Well, this one was just nice because it goes straight to that editing you told me to get.
Oh, nice.
It dumps right in, and I like that. And
I like that.
Yeah. And it was like, and I bought it because it was like $2 for a year, and I was like, whatever.
Not bad.
Because it doesn't add a watermark, because the first one I used added a watermark on the Toko review. And I was super fucking pissed. I was like, fuck.
Get that shit out of here.
I tried so hard. I thought about putting it through Photoshop, and I was like, that's a fucked up
Just
work.
like export a center scan. So like you just crop the image incredibly tiny.
I just let it upload with it. I was like, yep, fuck it. It's like I'm fucking done.
First time.
All right. So where did we leave off last week that we're going to get to?
The Godzilla movie got spoiled with monsters because of the new toy line.
Well, that seems to be a current trend that always seems to happen.
Dude, toys fucking ruin everything.
But if... Okay. If you're, like, really gonna have your day ruined by a toy, though, like, aw, now I know who's in the next movie. Go fuck yourself.
Right. I think, like, the only one...
I think I'm like, aw, now I have to go buy one of those.
I have to go buy more toys. I know grown men who just have, like...
fucking collections of toys. Joe.
Well, Godzilla specifically, like, there's a specific type of person that just collects every Godzilla, and they're just covering their desk at work.
Yeah,
and they're like, aren't these dinosaurs cool? And they try to come up with some reason, like, I test cameras, so I need something. And I'm like...
You can have one thing.
Yeah, you don't need 34 dinosaurs covering your work desk.
You can have the 1995 Godzilla with Matthew Broderick.
Right.
the best one.
That one. Worms and shit. I thought, like, for some reason you were lowbrow and me. I was like, I only have, like, 2 things. I was like, I have that cool poster my friend sent me in Japan. And I was like, and then I have all the Blu-rays and a giant, like, I don't know why the Blu-ray came in, like, a book this big. I bought it and they're like, oh yeah, it comes with them all. I was like, oh, that's cool, remastered so it doesn't look as shitty. It's like this big, and I was like, fuck.
That Godzilla that you picked up at up in LA, that was pretty cool.
What did I pick up in LA?
A toy Godzilla.
I got that Godzilla in LA.
I don't think I picked up anything in
No,
LA.
you picked up a Godzilla in LA. I remember because you went to like some weird thing in China.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. Now I do. Yeah.
And got drunk.
Well, he went and got drunk. I really wanted to go to this mall area. It's called Little Tokyo. I remember now because I wanted sushi and I was like, I want to go somewhere where like fucking sushi's good. And so Joe went to some burger place that I like.
Yeah, I went out with Xander to go get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I brought Joe a bunch of like fucking sugary ass drinks.
Yeah, whatever.
But no Godzilla toy?
No,
you
it was
picked up Godzilla
it was
toy.
it was pretty cool. It was It was like a Funko Pop looking one,
Yeah,
like
you've
this
seen it at
big.
his apartment, right? Like
I don't pay attention to that bullshit.
Yeah, it was like this big, and it like glows, and like when it hits the sun, and at night it glows and like looks
All
like
right.
it's shooting. And I was like, I think I just bought that because I was out there, and the guy's like, it's $15, and I was like, this trip has been nothing but
Take my
staying
money.
in fucking because we were stuck in the E3 like booths and everything for like days. Because it was like, even Joe said it, when we'd get out, like, I think one time we'd even sleep. We went out and got a couple drinks with Xander.
Yeah,
Came back, had some more drinks, went to sleep, got up probably like in 2 hours, and then went back to the convention, the do shit, and then came back. I think it was just
Right.
like that.
Okay.
Epic
Well,
trip to like Target to get sandals.
Oh, dude, that was such a fucking shit show. Oh my God. That was fucking like the worst fucking trip.
It was like 2 blocks away.
It was-
And it took like 40 minutes. to
Yes.
walk to.
It took fucking forever to get to a fucking Target. That was like, Joe put it in and said walking distance was like 4 minutes. And I was like, cool, we'll find something to
It was
eat on our
literally
way.
like 2 blocks, and we're like walking over there, and it was just like it was like the lights are all weirdly out of sync, and it's just thousands of people out on the fucking sidewalk.
Yeah. And no one's walking at an
then once we
appropriate
get to-
time.
and then once we get to like the fucking Target, it's in this weird shopping
Oh,
center.
and it was underground. It was fucking underground. That's right.
and like there wasn't like a straight like escalator ride down.
Weren't
It
they
was like it was all
fucking stairs or some
it
shit?
was
Yeah.
such bullshit.
And then the worst part is like nothing made sense where that Target was. Like you walked in and Joe's like, "Oh, here's men's clothing. Like sandals should be over there." Nope, it was like in the beach day, clear on the fucking other side or something.
Yeah.
And then like I think what was it? And then checking out was a nightmare because of course there's like fucking a billion people across the street pretty much. So there's like lines
But yeah,
for just minute
it's just
shit.
E3, so it's
Yeah.
just thousands of people that don't belong here.
Pretty much, dude. And then the homeless people were like extra agitated, so it was like always worry somebody would walk by.
You're
All right,
you're on my
guys.
territory.
You guys are. But back to my point. Back to my fucking point.
Didn't one of them? Weren't they like arguing or
Dude,
fighting
they
or
were
something?
fucking fighting straight up.
If you saw the last Godzilla movie, like
They had,
all
like,
the
all the
monsters,
monsters
all the
in it.
monsters come out to play. So like technically, all these toys they should exist from the last movie. They're all the same in every movie, anyways.
This one kind of plays a big role. There was already like breadcrumbs that they were gonna do something like this. It's Mecha Godzilla. It's where there's just a robot version.
Space Godzilla.
No.
Space Godzilla is
Space-
actually kind of cool. You got
Dude.
the horns.
Space Godzilla's the shit. That's the reason I've begged my friend for that fucking poster. I was like, I fucking love that movie.
Is the Space Godzilla the Cyclops one too?
Yeah, it is too.
Yeah.
Well,
It's on the poster. It's the only reason I can remember. I'm like, it's right next to my computer. I see it like every day. And it even has Godzilla's son, I believe.
God.
so there's gonna be a big robot. Is that really gonna ruin your viewing experience of the next movie, Casey?
I think it made me more excited. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I want to see that in a bigger
Exactly.
budget than.
I think that's the next logical step that they could have gone.
Well, there's like a lot of things they can do because Godzilla and King Kong are supposed to like
on the
fight.
moon fighting.
Yeah. Well, they said apparently there's rumors too that adds to this that there's going to be aliens. Like one of the test footage had aliens, but I know that test footage there's normally like 3 cuts. So like I don't know if that was a cut for a different sequel they have in mind or whatever for like Space Godzilla or whatever.
As long
And-
as it's not like the second Independence Day, I'm okay.
Resurgence.
Dude, I didn't
Yeah.
even see that. I remember Joe texted me that it was god awful, and I was good.
It was
Oh.
fine.
I enjoyed it. Like it was awful,
But it was
I
schlocky.
I was entertained.
Yeah. Same with the first Independence Day. It's like it's not a good movie, but it's like kind of great also.
Yeah.
Independence Day. I think it's just like once your movie can be quotable, it's good. Like that's Arnold movies. Like once you could start quoting and having a good time with it, you hit a different whatever, like niche group. Because it's like Jingle All the Way isn't the best movie.
Oh, it's a terrible
Dude,
movie.
but him when he's like, put that cookie down now, then he like uppercuts a deer.
He's like a terrible person in that movie.
He
He like
is.
doesn't give a shit about his son, and then he becomes a superhero so that his son will love him again.
It's fucking awesome.
Kind of very selfish.
It's a true Christmas movie, man. Like every time I watch that, everyone's like, I didn't get a good Christmas feel out of it. I'm like, this is fucking what really Christmas is.
It's a nightmare.
Fuck it is, man.
Where the fuck's my Turbo Man?
Turbo Man.
Like Black Christmas. I mentioned that yesterday.
Dude,
Girl
I heard
gets
that was
stabbed with
fucking-
Well, I didn't see the new one
Oh.
yet. I still want to, but I watched the '80s version
I've seen
over
the
Christmas
80s.
break, and I was talking about how the girl gets stabbed with a crystal unicorn. It's pretty great.
It reminds me of, did you ever see Cabin in the Woods?
Yes.
Remember when the guy's getting impaled by the unicorn? It just keeps ramming him into the wall.
That's true. Maybe this crystal unicorn thing goes all the way to the top.
Yeah.
It's Illuminati, dude.
I think it was probably just a reference to that movie because every time I watch that movie, like after seeing an older horror movie and I see that on, I'm like, oh, I think
Yeah.
that's a reference to this movie particularly.
Well, I thought it was a reference to, what did I think it was a reference to?
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. There's a crystal
Oh.
unicorn in one of the cuts.
Fuck yeah, but I don't know if that's the real cut though.
No, the definitive,
Ultimate director's cut or whatever.
the Ridley Scott.
Is it the Ridley Scott one?
Spectacular, like,
It has a crystal unicorn in it.
yeah.
Okay. Dude, I've seen so many versions. I don't know which one's which.
Yeah.
Like I hate when someone goes, "Do you remember this?" I'm like, maybe.
Which cut is that in?
Which cut is this?
The final.
Ultimate super saucy
And
cut.
it's like the worst part is every time I watch it, I'm like, this was a great movie. I like this version. And then someone goes, no, you need to watch this version. Watch that. Oh, this is better. And then I'm like stuck going, which fucking version was the great one? I'm like, I don't fucking remember. I don't
Yeah.
even know what the original is anymore.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen the original one on TV. Every time it's on TV, I'm like, this is the one that's fucked.
This is the worst one.
Yeah.
But
And it's only because it's fucking editing so, like choppy, but I feel like anything on TV has shitty editing.
yeah, they cut so much good stuff out.
And then you have the weird Harrison Ford monologue over it.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. All right. Crystal
see.
unicorns, Godzilla.
They're trending.
Right. It was actually pretty big, and people were pissed. They're like, why was this made toys? I'm like, because toy companies have to buy it or something. You have to sell them fucking.
It's kind of,
Yeah.
it's kind of like what Endgame came out like.
Oh, did they?
Lego's like the biggest like.
fucking leak
Lego
there.
spoiled Endgame.
Dude, Lego spoiled the fuck out of fucking Endgame. And
How?
it showed like
look at
his-
their Lego collections where it's all like battle at what was it, the Avengers
base or something like that.
Why are you
There's
people
like-
looking at this stuff?
I didn't. I voted all that for Endgame. That was the one where I was like, no, I
I
don't
was
want
just looking
anything
at
s-
Legos one day, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, like, you know,
Does that happen
2 months-
regularly?
Yeah, Lego's really notorious about just like they create it and then like motherfuckers take pictures out the wazoo of it and then it gets like, of course, leaked really quick. And then Lego's like, that's not real. And I'm like, it's fucking real. It looks pretty high end. That's Lego.
It's all like,
This is not
Iron
Lincoln
Man
Logs over here.
death scene set. You're all like, oh,
Who dies?
I died.
Spider-Man dies in this scene. It's just called that.
No, it's just called. What was it? Don't leave me, Mr. Stark. Is that what he says?
Yeah,
What does he
bro,
say?
like I remember there's like for Infinity War, like there are people who made those like spoof Lego sets where it's like,
Oh, fuck, that was fucking hilarious.
or it's all like Spider-Man, and it's just a bunch of like the
Fucking
little tiny bricks,
Dust and shit. Yeah.
like
it's
the
fucking
one,
hilarious.
one by one little bricks.
I've never seen the movie. I don't know what we're talking about.
Jesus, man.
Okay.
Sony dropped out of E3 since we talked a little bit about E3. They're not going there again this year.
I thought we
Second
kind of
time.
knew that.
Yeah, I thought we kind of, yeah.
Everyone had feel it, like, you know, it just wasn't confirmed. And now, like, EA dropped out too. They're done. They don't want to be.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
But all EA ever shows off are like, here's our new Madden, here's soccer, here's our new
Well, Nintendo's
NHL.
even backed some out
And
this
then-
time
and-
too.
And then like the only game that people actually really care about is like fucking Dance
Madden.
Dance.
It's fucking
Dance Dance
Madden.
Revolution.
Yeah.
Dude, they had so many parties for that when we were there. They'd be like, come onto the stage and dance and you'll be live streamed. I'm like, I'm good. I already know I'm a shit dancer. I don't need other people to know I'm a shit dancer.
I saw you in line though.
Did you guys have that?
Heck no.
Did you guys have that one kid in your friend group who was way too good at DDR?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking hate them people.
They just take hallucinogenics and do DDR all
I
the
hate
time.
like when they like throw in their hands. Like it's not like they're just really like, you know, coordinated.
Like-
They're always like and then they grab the rail behind them and I'm like, what the fuck is that rail even for?
It's for trick shots.
It's not giving you points. Fucking people, man. Those are weirdos.
They're just showing off. They think they'll get the ladies.
Bunch of show offs.
Well, there's a new one that I feel like fits more of what they want in Japan, where it's just a giant touchpad, basically, that's built really well. And you just have to dance near where it is, and you can do cool stuff. And I watched a video where this guy was like, you know, just dancing, and then it was like, you know, go over here. And he like backflipped over to it. And I was like, that was extreme, but really fucking dope.
Motion tracking.
Yeah. And it like gave him points and stuff, and it did okay. I mean, it knew he did something. It was like, you jumped, and I was like, well, he did a flip, but you know, you're just an arcade
almost
machine.
there.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna judge you. And it looks like there's just a Kinect type camera in there. It's nothing
Dude, I played
Crazy.
VR for the first time the other day.
like which VR.
PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good.
You're
Yeah.
just cutting them cubes up.
It was pretty wild. I played some what is that? Saber?
Beat Saber.
Beat Sabers. That's pretty
I like
fun.
Beat Saber. Let's see what else we got.
And but the music selection needs some work, I would say.
Well, people upload their own, like, so you could download a lot. Like, someone uploaded Toss a Coin to Your Witcher, and it was actually, like, really fucking hard.
Kill me. But then the other game I played was, what else did we play? I tried Borderlands, and that, like, gave me severe motion sickness
Yeah.
immediately.
Some games are just, like, not like, Resident Evil was fun until, like, you start getting your mace smashed in. Like, you're like, and I'm like, I don't feel good. I don't feel good anymore.
Yeah. It's just like you feel like I was standing up the whole time too. And like I just felt like I was gonna fall over. Like something was wrong and I'm gonna fall over.
Yeah. Like there's a demo one they have where they show like what the PSVR can do. And it like had a game where you're a gangster and you like shoot people and stuff. And its realism was pretty good, I would say, for a VR system that's on the low end. And I remember the road was moving and my body freaked out when I opened the door and they just like, you're gonna fucking fall. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
I didn't expect it at all because I'm like, why would you get motion sickness? That doesn't make any sense. And then I played the game and I was like, oh, I'm going down. I'm going down, guys.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
bizarre.
You're like hunched in, like,
Start having a stroke.
And I'm not sure I like first-person shooters in VR. I was really looking forward to Alex because it looks so cool in the trailer, which
Yeah.
is that new Valve game or whatever.
Yeah, it's like Portal Alex or no, what's it called? It's I know. It's
But
got
now
some
I'm not
whack
so
name.
sure. I don't know if I'll like it.
I don't know. Valve's a lot better at creating things for like that.
Than Borderlands.
Yeah, I think Borderlands just ported it because they pumped it out pretty quick, and I was like, and everyone's like, "Well, I got it," and I'm like, "I'm not," because I feel like this is a port, and like, because Resident Evil, you can tell the difference between ports and non.
And like dedicated
Yeah,
VR games.
like Resident Evil is pretty dedicated. The only time it's not is like when someone like punches the fuck out of your face. Like I think they didn't want to get rid of that violent tendency, so like when you're getting hit, your character's like this all the time, and you kind of are following it without knowing, and it gets you pretty sick. Like even my friends like, this is great, was made well, but if they would have just not put this in, it would have probably been the best VR ever. And I think they updated where like it stabilized or something. They like did fix
Patched
it.
it.
Yeah. But yeah, when it first released, it was fucking rough.
Well, Borderlands gives me a headache by itself, just playing the original game.
Because it's got that weird,
HDR bullshit.
yeah.
Color vomit.
Because the first one,
I'll call it like I see it. It's color vomit.
Because the first one, I remember when the first game came out.
Color accurate, all right.
It's vomit.
It used to just like drive me nuts. I played the first one, I'm like, this game just doesn't look right.
It doesn't look good. It's very stylized, and I know some people love it, but it's not
just
for me.
I like the games, but yeah, their art style wasn't 100% for me. But I think playing with all my friends is what made me go, this game's great.
It's
Like,
very original.
Yeah. But now we won't be able to see them on E3.
Bummer, dude.
Yeah. But Nintendo's even lessening. They said this time. They said they're not going to do any conferences. They're just going to release a Nintendo Direct, and then people can go and...
I feel like Nintendo would be really good at VR if they ever tried it.
They did once and it fucked up.
Oh, okay.
A long
Never
time
mind.
ago.
That was
They
the
burned that
80s,
bridge,
though.
yeah.
That was the 80s.
Oh, the VR
boy.
Yeah.
VR boy.
I just think once you do something and you get burned, it's always hard to go back.
It's been 30 some years.
I just don't think they're going to do it. I think they're sticking with their niche group.
I think they're kind of slightly dabbling in it with the Labo stuff.
Well, and it seemed like they were doing that with Wii. Like Wii seems like
Would have been
really
perfect.
close to something that you could do.
Well, then they parkoured to the Wii U, and I thought that was just an upgraded Wii. I never understood that console until I think Joe was like, "It's a new one," and I was like,
I
they
don't
didn't
get it
fucking
either.
Get that?
It's just a black Switch.
Yeah, and it had a fucking controller.
That's what it looks like.
It had good games.
Did you have it, the Wii U?
Yeah.
And then you got the Switch?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did have the Wii U.
Do you still have the Wii U?
No, I sold it to get the Switch.
I was like, he traded
Gotcha.
in because Joe did get it and got Mario Kart, and I used to always laugh whoever got I think it's player one controller. It's got the screen and everything.
Yeah, so you're playing on that little screen. Well, I don't know.
It was such fucking garbage. I used to love when Joe's like, I can't see anything, and I'd be like, look at the TV, and he goes, what do I look at the TV? I got the fucking screen, and I'm like, well, you're fucking running into shit, Joe. Give me the controller, and I won't fucking look at it. I mean, you probably just had to learn, like that because when you see it on the TV, you see a lot more, and the screen it wasn't as much.
I don't know. Zelda was kind of cool because like you had like the stuff on the screen, but then like you had like
that
your
seemed
map
interesting.
and
Yeah,
all that stuff on the little screen, and
that was cool when you showed me it.
yeah, I kind of wish that like the Switch kind of kept some of that type of stuff in there.
Where you had the option to do that. I feel like
Yeah.
they could do that with the Switch Lite.
The Switch Lite, yeah,
It's pretty much a Wii U.
pretty much.
They
how
probably
it rolls.
they're like just have all these leftover Wii U bodies.
But we can't.
Can't fucking do shit.
Because technology.
But I don't know. Sony has it's called the State of like Experience, I think is what they're calling it.
The State of the Union.
It's got a weird name because it started today and it goes till February like 15th, and they're going around in certain states and countries and they're like promoting stuff. Like you get to try out the new Final Fantasy. They call it the fan experience.
That got delayed.
Yeah, it got delayed a month. Like barely a month. It was originally supposed to come out like March 10th, I think, and it got
Now it's
delayed to like April 8th.
How dare you?
I was okay with it.
How dare you?
I don't know. People were really upset. They're like, I really wanted to play that. I'm like, it's less than a month. You can fucking hold on.
It's not like they delayed it till Christmas.
Yeah.
Chrysler.
And the only reason they said they delayed it was because someone leaked a bunch of the fucking information out
Gross.
somehow. And people were able to play it, and people were playing it and complaining on certain things. So the leak ended up kind of having a bonus.
It was
so
like
then,
a game test.
yeah, so they were like, well, we were going to game test it a couple weeks ago, but never mind. We're just going to delay it, fix what people fucking hated. And I thought it was okay. If it's going to make the game play better, because I hate when I buy a game and it's like, you have like the fucking world's biggest fucking patch to install just so you can play the game or something. And it's like, come on,
It's
release
like-
your
it's like
fucking
when you
game.
get it and then you pop the disc in. It's like
You have 8 hours until you can play.
Yeah, I hate that. Developers need to stop. Like, it's either go full digital, because I understand that Blu-ray disc, we're starting to push to the point where information can't be on it as much anymore. Because Blu-ray
Yeah.
discs used to be like, fucking people couldn't put anything, like they could try and put everything in there and it would still take it. But now, like, after Red Dead Redemption 2 being 2 discs and everything, we're passing it. And it's like, either if it's easier to do all digital, just go, hey, guys, we're going to make it all digital, but we'll make it like $5 to $10 cheaper because, you know.
But digital sucks too. My internet sucks.
This is why that other video has not been posted until like a couple days after this or before this one.
Oh my God. Dude, it takes 6 hours to upload a goddamn podcast.
That's only 40 minutes. That was our small one because it
took
died.
me 2 days to download Call of Duty.
Did it seriously?
Yeah.
Dude, you need a new router.
Like 3 days.
New modem. You need something new.
Something.
Dude,
no,
because
it's
there's no way.
CenturyLink, dude.
My CenturyLink is just fine.
Yeah, but you live in the city. I live in the outskirts. They don't give a fuck about us.
Can we get some of that fiber optics up here?
We have the fiber optic. That's a weird thing.
I'm
They're just
telling
throttling the fuck out of it. Or maybe I'm paying for the cheapo plan and I need to upgrade.
Dude, no.
Give 5 minutes.
Call CenturyLink and tell them that your like upload and download speeds are shitty. And then they'll be like, okay, test it. You know, you'll test it. And then they'll verify if that's what you're paying for. And if it is, they'll just send you a new modem for free.
I have to call people?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll try that.
Because I don't know what you really have. Because I had to call them, and that's when they told me mine was dying. Because I tried to download some game, and it took like 5 hours, and I was like, something's not right.
It's been taking me days to do anything on the internet, and it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah, I bought my own
Just want to
router.
watch a little bit of porn.
I'm just trying to relax.
Just
I
do a
did
little uploading.
You could do their chat too if you don't want to call. They have like a chat thing.
You'd be like, yo, what the fuck's up with my internet, bro?
It's like you press send and it's like sending.
The only thing,
Message
you
failed.
should probably just call them then.
Oh,
The only thing I
God.
dislike about CenturyLink is all their people are fucking morons. Because when I told them my like router was dying, I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty
Shouts
sure
out to all our CenturyLink listeners. You're all fucking morons.
dude, fucking idiots, dude. I'm not gonna hide it. Like, I even called the guy an idiot because my internet wasn't working, and I called him. I was like, "Hey, can I have like you get a special login? It's normally your name and some weird password they assign you." And I was like, "Can I have it?" And then he sent it to me, and it was Samuel D. And I was like, hey, that's not my name. And he goes, well, it's not the name. It's based on like someone that came out and installed it is what he told me. And I was like, that makes no sense. It should be my name. And he goes, nope, that's what we do. And I was like, okay, that's dumb. I put it in and then it blocked me. It said, no, this is being used in like New York. So then I had to call again. I was like, yo, it's not working. And this guy was like, okay. And he's like, what's your name? I was like, Casey. And he goes, it says Samuel on here. I was like, I fucking brought that up. And then he was like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And I was like, what do you mean you're sorry? And he goes, yeah, let's fix this. So he like fixes it, gives me my login. I log in and everything's working great. And then it kicks me off again. And then it says that Samuel is deeming this again. And I like called and I was like, hey, it's like trying to kick me off. And he goes, well, yeah, because the names don't match up for the router. And I was like, I'm like, how fucking stupid are you? And he just like was quiet when I said it. And I was like, I want free internet. And he gave me like 3 months free because I was pissed. And like, I was like, I had to call them.
You're really building up my confidence for this phone call I'm going to have to
No,
make.
just know they're idiots. Just if you know they're idiots, you can actually just win just by going, this is what I did. I'm fucking smarter than you. Like, just that's how I treat them. I'm like, I'm already smarter than you out the door, man. I'm normally nice, but I can't fucking stand your tech people. They're fucking idiots.
All right, well,
So just
shouts
good
out
luck.
to y'all.
Yeah, they're sitting there commenting the
Sponsor our videos, please.
Dude, we're never getting sponsored by CenturyLink. I can't stand their customer service. Their service is like their internet and everything's pretty good, but fuck, man, their customer service.
Okay.
But
What's the next thing, guys?
Around the webs, Billie Eilish is singing the theme song to No Time to Die, the new James Bond.
is it gonna be like?
Oh, it's going to be very sexy.
It's gonna be like, what does she sing? I'm the bad guy. Bow, meow, meow, meow. That's all it's
Yeah.
gonna be. And then she's gonna be like, I'm James Bond. Bow, meow, 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 meow.
Remember when Billie Eilish was cool, guys?
That she's a big sellout.
She just got a bunch of money from the record company and
She seems like an awkward person. Like, I've seen her in interviews and she's always just like got fuck tons of rings on and she's always just like this. She's like, okay, oh yeah. And I'm just like, are you high as fuck? Or do you just not want to be here?
Probably both.
I always think it's weird. I watched who's the guy that plays Dwight in The Office? I can't think of that actor's name.
Wilson?
That's right. I follow him on Twitter, and he went because he found out she's like a big fan, so he like went to her house.
Weird.
And that's what I thought. It was weird, but I thought it was like for good nature, like surprise, you're a big Office fan, whatever. And he was a big fan of her, and I was like, what? I thought it was cool. He shows up, and the house looks like it came straight from the 80s. Like it still had shag carpet when he walked in.
Oh yeah.
And like the stovetop looked like something my grandma used to have, and like there was no microwave anywhere. And it was like I was just sitting there, and I was like, do you have anything in the future? Like this looks pretty weird. And then like he goes up to her room, and it's still like all 80s shag carpet going up. And then he knocks on her door, and I mean it's like you walk into the crazy future of like 2077. Like she has no regular lights, she has those shitty string lights that are different colors going all around, and like my head started hurting. I was like, oh man, there's like at least 6 different colors from I can tell. Some of them look like they're blending, so I might not be fully seeing them. And then like she had like this crazy computer, probably for recording or something, I'm guessing, but it was like 2 monitors, huge, and like
That's what's up, Billy.
yeah, and it was just funny because I was
Building your
like,
own PC out there.
I just laughed
What's up, dude?
because then she was like, oh my god, like she freaked out. But I was like, how is your house from the 80s, but you're like in 2077?
All that,
The fuck.
dude, it's all that 007 money.
This was way before then. It's like right when Bad Guy became popular.
The worst song.
I liked her when
You
she's.
enjoyed it at the end of Brightburn.
Oh, dude, that was so
God.
fucking weird.
Brightburn, don't bring that up in my presence ever again.
You're like,
I thought it was okay. I don't know. I enjoyed it maybe because I always like when anything that's Superman related is evil. Because I always hate when everyone's like, Superman's always like the good of good and all of this. Like, fucking can't stand that.
There's like so many, there's characters that make mistakes that I cannot forgive.
Oh, dude, there's some fucking stupid
I can
ones.
forgive some stupid shit in a horror movie, but this was just too stupid.
Yeah.
you didn't like the pulling the glass out of the eye?
I did like some of that, but
That was good, dude. I didn't even watch that. I don't like when things happen in the eye. I was like this. I was like, ah.
I like some of that. But go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Yeah. Apparently they're going to make another one. They left
Of
it
course
open.
they are.
They left it pretty open.
Of course they are.
Wasn't it? They're like
It's
one
a superhero movie.
that's like Aquaman.
We got a franchise.
We got a franchise. Think about the franchise. They have the next 5 years planned of Brightburn.
But it's like I wonder if they're even going to call it Brightburn too, because the other one, because they showed other kids had powers.
Brightburn 2, burn brighter.
Brightburn 3, to burn too furious.
3D.
No, that's the 9th one when you just go, you don't even like call it anything but Brightburn 3D.
So, like-
3D.
like Final
like
Destination
Brightburn.
did.
Blackout.
Brightburn versus Justice League.
Those producers are sitting there just like, how the fuck do they know this shit?
They're like, shit, cut the 3D one out. They're making fun of it too much.
They're like over there by their phone, like ripping it out, like. But Hans Zimmer coming into score No Time to Die.
Hans.
I mean,
The Hans.
I feel like that's a weird combination.
It'll probably be good though.
It'd probably be good, but it's like it was funny when Joe sent me. I was like, oh, Billie Eilish thinks that's good. And he's like, Hans Zimmerman. I was like, that's really weird combination.
Well, I don't know. Like, I like the all the stuff that he's done with like The Dark Knight and all that.
Oh, he's done great stuff. I'm never saying he's not.
Interstellar and
It's just like he's always known for making like these great things, and then it's like you've got Billie Eilish that's like not. I wouldn't say she's made anything like Adele. Like when Adele was making it, I was pretty excited. I was like, oh, like she's
Adele.
got like good voices, and because which one did she do? She did
Skyfall.
Skyfall. Damn it,
Skyfall.
that was pretty good. Did you see she lost a bunch of weight? She looks good.
Yeah.
She lost a fuck ton of weight.
She got divorced and she's all like,
Dude, she gotten really. I didn't even notice her because someone's like, "Here's Adele," and I was like, "That's not Adele." And then she's like, "She lost weight," and I was like, "Wow, you look really good." Like, it's like, when does your nudes? Like, I'm just kidding. Baby Yoda is now going to be released Build-A-Bear, and it looks pretty cute. It's got like a
Build-A-Bear
leaked-
Baby Yoda.
Get out there and make some money.
right? And it's like we talked about this, that they're going to beat that fucking thing to death for money.
You're gonna get Baby Yoda mugs, Baby
Yeah.
Yoda.
You saw
campers,
when you see the
Baby Yoda.
Mandalorian. Remember when he punches Baby Yoda in Mandalorian, the
Yeah.
stormtrooper? They're just like, that's Disney money, and then it comes out and looks cute again, and they're like, oh, we fucking made another billion.
Yes.
Because I think like Disney, they jumped on it as soon as people were like, this is super cute. They started putting it on shirts and shit, and dude, it was everywhere. And they started like trying to claim them off those like third-party websites. They're like, oh yeah, we have a Baby Yoda. Like I saw Disney went and like got them, and I was like, normally Disney doesn't do that, but my guess is you really want that fucking Baby Yoda money.
Yep.
It's a $5 million puppet.
Dude, how nuts are people about to go for like if so when it releases, I want to go to our mall where Build-A-Bear is. I want to chill there with like a pretzel and just see how fucking chaotic it gets.
Our mall isn't going to be the one that gets hit.
No,
It's
dude, do
gonna
you remember
be-
when they did if it's your birthday month or something, you got like a $5 any Build-A-Bear? I heard about it and I saw it was at the mall. The line went all the way to where Sears used to be. It went from Build-A-Bear to Sears. And I just remember I was like walking and people were going nuts and Build-A-Bear couldn't keep up. Like they ran out of the stuffing
We're out
to
of
shoot
cotton.
in. Yeah. They were like,
Stuff a newspaper in there.
dude, that's pretty much like, I didn't know what they were going to do because the lady was like, yeah, we don't really have any more. And they're like, well, can we just buy like the really creepy corpse and we'll stuff it ourselves, you know? And yeah, people went nuts. And I think this will do decent because when the
think,
Pokemon released, I saw a fuck ton of people there.
I know that there's a birthday right around the corner. No.
No, they stopped it after they made fucking like trillions of dollars. So like, never again. Like we're fucking out on this. And I'm pretty sure they lost a good chunk of money too, because I think it like applied everything to, but like the licensed, like Star Wars, whatever. But people were buying those outfits, so I can imagine they got a good chunk of
Put a
money
little
in.
Ray t-shirt on there.
Yeah. Dude, Build-A-Bear's fucking outrageous.
They're
My-
crazy.
my-
I got a Build-A-Bear Chewbacca for Christmas one time. It's pretty dope.
Did you stuff it yourself? Did you have to jump on the pad? My niece had to do that.
No. And like you like squeeze its hand and it does the yeah. It's pretty dope.
Sounds dope.
Did you get your Green Ranger one?
No. I should have, but
I'm pretty sure they still got it. Probably online or something like that. You can make JDF sign it when he comes to Colorado Springs this year.
is he coming? But
Yeah, he
Colorado
already
Springs?
announced it. I don't think I'm gonna do security for this one though, so I won't meet him again.
Well, Tom Welling's supposed to be coming back to Denver.
Yep,
Hopefully he doesn't drop out this time.
dude, he drops out every year.
We get that Smallville.
Fucking dude, but he's jacked now. He was in Crisis of Infinite Earths, and fuck, man, he's jacked.
He's always been jacked.
What was that cult that was attached to Smallville?
Oh, dude, those girls loved him, man. I didn't even know that was a superhero show.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, fuck. What's her face? Like his little like sidekick crush thing, and the little short blonde one who got
Yeah,
like,
she was in a
Oh,
sex
Oh yeah, I
cult.
remember that. She was in a sex cult.
I listened to a whole podcast series about it. It's
Oh,
pretty
I forgot
interesting.
about that. I thought you were talking about like the cult of people that loved him.
No, the cult of people that
They like
like
fucked each other, literally.
they got brands of like someone's name
Yeah.
next to their vaginas.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
Cause like, didn't she try converting people too? Like that's how she got
Yeah.
caught.
She like was getting slaves.
Yeah.
sex slaves.
It
Cause they were
was
like locked in her
bizarre.
basement or something. I think.
No, they like forced them to like get this brand.
And they made him live out on some compound out in Mexico.
Yeah, it was Canada
Was it Canada? I thought it was Mexico.
or
Dude,
yeah.
I don't know. I just remember when I read this, I was
It's Canada.
like, wow. How does it feel, Tom? That you
Knew
made out.
somebody who.
Because I think he was
I
like,
feel like he doesn't. He's all like, I don't talk about this.
Yeah, probably.
pretty sure he got like 900 questions about it, and now he's over it.
It was like some Greek letter in the middle of it. Fuck, what was it?
I remember
called?
it looked weird. I remember that.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Did you
Oh,
guys
wait,
ever know
whatever.
Smallville was a superhero show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
How did you not know?
Because girls just like obsessed over the guy, and he was always shirtless. And I remember like when my sister watched it, he was like shirtless and like doing all this like like the I'd
Why
say like
wouldn't
the
you be watching?
girl pleasers, you know, where he's naked and like
Yeah.
working out or something. And I was like, I'm good. And then like I went years just never giving a shit about this show until someone's like, yeah, Smallville was Superman, and I like it all clicked, and I was like, oh yeah, he's from Smallville. I'm like, how the fuck did I never catch on to this shit?
And then
I
you
was like,
binged watched it, and you're all like,
no, dude, I hate Superman.
All this shirtless shit.
I hate
you
it.
hate
yeah.
Superman after you just like
hate
said you
Superman.
loved Superman.
No, I never liked Superman, dude. I fucking hate Superman.
Let's rewind the tape.
I'm indifferent about Superman.
Dude, I just hate how he's always like, I'm invincible. Nothing will ever stop me. Like
Except
he can
for
get his
this rock.
fucking rock. There's like 50 different versions of that rock. I get tired of that bullshit. I hate heroes where they just like are way overpowered.
Oh, you mean like every hero?
You mean like Hawkeye,
Oh yeah.
Black Widow,
Fucking. I'd just rather have like
The spleen.
the spleen?
it's like I think that's why I like the Nolan North ones, because like Batman does get his ass kicked a good chunk, and I'm like, good. I'm like, I don't want you to be able to kick everyone's ass. Gotta get your ass kicked once in a while too.
Yep.
But it was like, I don't know, the Man of Steel, like, you know, they were fighting and it was really cool, but none of them are really showing damage. You know, he's not bleeding from his face. His back isn't broken. He's just been punched. Yeah. Did you guys? So I sent it. And are you going to watch Crisis on Infinite Earths?
Probably. I own the comics, so
Do you want a spoiler? This is a spoiler. I thought it was really good, but I feel like we should talk about
is
it.
it different from how the comics ended?
Dude, it's way fucking different.
Okay, then go ahead.
Well,
Well, I'm not gonna have the time to like.
this is a small.
watch all those. 'Cause
so-
they're all like.
They're all in like 50 different versions. I wait for them to get on like YouTube or someone puts them all together, and then I try to binge it before YouTube takes it down. But the CW Flash is talking to Green Arrow. I don't want to say anything about that.
Mr. Stevie ML.
And he's
Watch
just
this
like,
movie.
there's all these other universes. He's talking about this. And the Justice League Flash shows up from the movie, the actual actor and everything in his suit. And he goes, where am I? And he like looks and he's like, who are you? And he's like, I'm the Flash. And he's like, I'm the Flash. And he goes, ooh. And he goes, I'm Barry Allen. He goes, I'm Barry Allen. He goes, what is happening? And I was like, wow, this is really good. And they're talking to each other. And then the Flash is like, well, I was going back in time. And he goes, I think I ran too fast. And he goes, yeah. He's like, this, you shouldn't be able to jump over to my parallel universe. And he goes, they exist. And he goes, Bruce was right. And he goes, I might have fucked up. And that shows him fade away. And I was like, oh man, that's really cool. Like that it's a nod that, you know, that universe is like a parallel to the CW shows. But it makes me wonder, because the Flash movie is supposed to be about him going back in time and fucking shit up.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
curious, like, if the movie will reference he ran into another.
Well,
Flash.
goddamn, if there's parallel universes, they can just do whatever they want with the series. They can just kill people off, and they're like, "Oh no, we're in
They've
this
already
other
done that.
series."
They did that. They murdered like a bunch of people. And then they're like, we went to this parallel universe
ended
and got
every
the
season.
evil version of these people over, and we tried to convert them to be good. And then, of course, it backfired.
But they're still evil.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a space rock from the future that's bringing robots from the past back to haunt us.
It really wasn't
Should write that
like
down.
fantastic.
I think we
Okay.
should run with that idea.
Just run. Yeah.
Asteroid that.
But now Stephen Amell's not the Green Arrow anymore. He's done. That was his last episode.
Yeah.
Because the other two are without him. It's to lean into the new Green Arrow and Canaries, whereas
And She-Hulk.
that's Marvel.
Same thing, right?
But
Yep.
while we're on DC, they've got the most nominated Oscars for
Joker.
superhero movie for Joker. I like how they said superhero movie, and I was like, you mean comic movie?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure the Joker's not a hero.
There's no superhero in that, unless you count that old man who gets shot in the face.
Fucking wrecked. But how many of those do you think it's actually going to win? I say like 3 at least.
Best actor,
Best actor. That's about it.
I think it's going to get like,
best cinematography, probably
that's what
not.
I think it
no.
might get that.
It's good, really fucking good. I like it more than what's gonna win, which is
See,
I think like
I think that's gonna be, like, best movie.
cinematography, but it's
Huh?
Lighthouse had definitely way better cinematography out of everybody, but
Cinematography? Yeah, but Lighthouse is 3x4, so that's not real cinematography.
It's on a wheel, so
It's not real cinematography unless you have crop lines on top and bottom.
so specific.
yeah, 16:9 aspect ratio.
235 or 220, you know.
But I don't know. I think Joker takes some away. I wonder if was Robert
Honestly, I feel like outside of like Best Actor, I think like Joker's probably gonna go home pretty empty-handed.
I don't know. It's one of those movies where it was loved so much that I think if they don't give it at least 2, maybe 3, everyone's gonna be like, the Oscars are a joke. Because the Oscars,
You might
Nah,
be
dude,
that
I
way.
won't. Dude, I don't watch the Oscars because they've snubbed Leo too much until they gave it to him for
Getting in a
The
bear.
Revenant.
fucking The Revenant. I think he deserved it for other
He
ones
deserved
way
it,
before.
yeah.
Get in that bear. Did he, though?
Dude, fucking Django Unchanged. That he really like sliced his hand open and everything.
Django.
Yeah, that's some commitment.
Yeah, because I think he was
Yeah.
nominated for that one.
Yeah. Slicing your hand open, though, that happens to everybody.
I just love when he touched.
Sliced open right now.
I think the funniest part about the movie is when he goes over and he's like touching people with the like bloodied ass hand, and I'm just like, man, that's real.
It's just a biohazard. That's not acting.
That's all I keep thinking.
It's Leo. He's a national treasure.
He's a national
Did you hear about him
biohazard.
saving someone's life? He was on his yacht, and some guy was like, something happened, and he was drowning, and Leo like jumped in, rescued him, and got him in his yacht. And I'm like, there's no fucking way anyone would ever believe that if it wasn't for Leo like confirming that's what really happened.
Live tweeting it?
Yeah.
Look how good of a person I am.
Hey, sexy model, supermodel girlfriend of the week. Can you live stream this one?
Let's see. Where was the best actor? I didn't see the list of.
What was that joke that Gervais
Best
said?
actor is the first one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Gervais
Let's see.
was like, the Irishman was so long.
Oh,
He had to
Leonardo
get a new
DiCaprio.
girlfriend by the end. She was too old.
Antonio Banderas for Pain and Glory. I didn't even fucking know he made another movie.
Antonio Banderas. His best work is in Spy Kids, so.
Yeah.
And he deserves an Oscar for it.
Or Zorro.
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 Throwback. When are they going to remake Zorro, dude?
Till he's dead, at least.
No. They don't have to wait till he's dead.
I'm trying to think of like who's a nice.
Poe. What's his
Poe.
name?
Oh, the guy who plays Poe. He'd be a good one. Yeah, he kind of looks like a young Antonio Banderas.
Fuck, what's his name?
Oh.
I ruined it. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
It'll
Yeah.
come to me.
Okay.
No. But I want to bring up, because I know
Let me just look at that.
Joe's on their side, but I think it's bullshit. Pokemon's releasing 200 new Pokemon, and you have to pay for them. I think that's fucking bullshit. And a lot of them are the ones that people wanted.
I have to pay more. Is it like downloadable content?
Yeah, it's paid
Yeah,
DLC.
it's a paid DLC. And it's like $15 each.
I know someone who's buying it.
He already pre-ordered it right now, I bet. I'd put money Joe already did it.
I was talking about.
I was going to make a video on it about how I think it's like really dumb, but I was like, instead of making like a short video, I'm going to actually bring it up here. Because I think it's dumb, Joe. I think they shouldn't have charged that much for a lot of them that people wanted. Like a lot of the Pokemon are what people wanted in there from the get-go. And they're like, oh, we can't add it. That's too difficult. Now they put it in a DLC and charge you for it. And it's like, no, you said you couldn't do it. Now you can. I'm like, that's bullshit.
Come on, Nintendo.
Now you're the one bitching about paid DLCs and shit.
I think it's if people wanted it the whole time you're developing the game and then you don't add it and then game hasn't been out for a year yet.
But
and
like,
they add it for
you get
$15.
like new areas to explore and new stories, and who doesn't want Cub Fu? All right, he's brand new.
I think they left enough time for people to beat the game and want more, and so that's how DLCs work.
Yeah, would you rather them come out with like, you know, how they've done it in the past where they just kind of like re-release the entire game with the new content and then charge you full price for it?
They're pretty much charging me full price. Half.
That's not full.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's going to be more.
And you get 2, like, you know, thingies.
See,
Like,
I just don't think it's worth it. Because there's...
the island and, like, some type of mountain cave thingy.
Yeah, no. See, I just don't think it was worth it. They had to have done more. If they added a lot more regions, and then we're like, oh yeah, these are the Pokemon that came with it.
I think the internet disagrees with you.
No, there's a lot of people that are angry. Because it's ones that people wanted.
Joe, you are not the internet.
So,
I don't know if you guys know this.
but yeah, some people
No,
are
I
mad because
understand
it's like,
the outrage, but also like, if you don't want it, don't buy it.
I mean, people can trade it to you, and you can get it for free that
Yeah,
way.
you
I mean,
yeah, if you don't want to buy it, you can get it.
Oh,
for
it's
cheap.
the whole buy one ticket and let everyone else in the back door method.
pretty much.
But
But
you
I
don't
just,
get the new areas, probably.
Yeah.
I just thought it was
or the
pretty
new,
dumb.
new costumes, or meet the new trainers, or the storyline, or
It doesn't look like it added
There's no
enough.
storyline.
There's no storyline.
what do you mean? There's no storyline.
There's like
You get like there's like some old guy who owns like a dojo, and you get to go do training missions and shit for him. His name's Mustard.
You have to go find Dijon and his old partner Ketchup.
and you got like this little like Cub Fu like Pokemon. It's like a bear that knows like kung fu.
See, right now, would you pay for that, Alex? Would you spend $30 for this?
And it's a fighting water type or a
Yeah,
fighting.
see.
I wouldn't personally do it because, first off, I don't play Pokemon. It's not highbrow enough for me.
It's not Outer Worlds.
But if I did, and I have played Pokemon in the past, and I enjoyed it, and it's a good time killer. I don't know. I think it's better than waiting for the next game. If you really enjoy it, it's better than waiting for the next game. And if you've already beat the content, I don't think I've ever purchased a DLC. I don't think ever in the history of my gaming experience have I ever bought a DLC.
Not like the Call of Duty packs.
I take that back. I bought for Guild Wars back in middle school.
Fuck. Is that still around?
That's how long ago I bought my DLC.
I don't know.
I think it was like $20.
I think for
So
the
I think maybe I
price.
would if I really enjoyed the game, like Guild Wars.
Yeah, I think it was just upsetting when it's like people are like, we wanted these Pokemon, they're like, we can't, and then they're in locked pay, and I'm like, that's it's not great. I think if it was all new ones, I think you would.
Well, you got
little.
all new ones with a brand new game, and you guys still bitched.
I didn't care.
You're lumping me now in with this guy. I am Sweden. I don't give a fuck.
I haven't even beaten it. I got like halfway to done, and I was like, and we're done.
Just a bandwagoner, like you know how.
Yeah, I'm jumping on any bandwagon
He's
that'll
just
have
like,
me.
No, I was more. I don't know. I played it. It was fun. I was really annoyed by like how overly positive your rival is. He annoys me. I just hate every time I turn the corner. Oh, hey, let's battle. Then every time, like mid battle, oh my God, you're so good. I'm like, shut the fuck up and let me kick your ass and let me continue.
Yeah,
like
I want to hurt your feelings,
Yeah.
damn it.
I don't know.
I think you guys could use a little bit more positive reinforcement.
Fuck that. No, dude. Fucking shit for brains wasn't even as smart as fucking Gary, your first rival. At least he got the opposite that would hurt you. Like, fuckface gets the one that you hurt. And I'm like, what a fucking moron. Have you never played anything?
His name was Blue, and
Nah, I call him Assface or whatever I wanted to call him.
He has a name.
I think we all knew this when we no.
But I don't know. It's like I just hate every time he shows up and he has like, let me throw out my fire type, and I'm like, okay, here's the water type I selected, and I have fucking a water attack. I'm a fucking wreck you, and he's like, oh my God, you're so smart. You know types like me, and I was like, no, you don't know fucking types. If you
These games are rated for like 4+, dude. They're made for 5-year-olds too.
the fucking they're gonna learn, because when I played, the game was unforgiving. Like when you
Have
got
you
to the
seen-
Elite 8. I
Have you
remember
seen
that
those
fucking
like
game.
Japanese versions of Pokemon that were like clear ripoffs of it, but they like made an attempt to make an adult Pokemon, and it was like there was lots of cell phones and like cussing at people and just like fuck off.
Exactly.
That would be fun. Make a rated M version of Pokemon.
It's called Digimon.
They just get destroyed.
It's like they're like punching and it was like, oh shit, Pikachu just lost his eye. It's like,
It's just bleeding.
There is a version of this. It's on fuck. Who are those hippies that you have to save every animal? They're PETA. They made a version of it, and it was gangster. I played it, and it's like, remember, don't play Pokemon. I'm like, I fucking love your Pokemon. I cut a Pokemon in half. I'm like, I'm gonna continue playing this.
PETA's insane. Like,
dude, yeah.
they don't make any sense. They're like, they just kill dogs mostly.
Yep. PETA's weird.
Like, you shouldn't have dogs. We're gonna put them all down. Okay.
Just pew, pew.
but don't forget to get them snipped.
You don't want them overpopulating.
All right.
But I don't know. I just think it was a little low brow for them. I mean, people are angry. I didn't care. I'm not going to buy it.
You're going to buy it.
No. I haven't even beaten
buy it.
Pokemon.
I've already bought it for you.
He's like, here you go. Happy birthday.
I'm not going to enjoy it.
I don't know. The most I played my Switch was
Mustard.
when you guys came over for the New Year's. That's when
I
played
hate
it.
Mario Party. It's so boring.
That was the only time I really played it.
Mario Kart is fun.
I don't have enough fucking controllers for Mario Kart.
I like Mario Kart. I like Tetris on the Switch.
How do I play on the Switch? I played Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and that game like was really easy until you get to like one boss, Dormammu, and for some reason, like it's pretty early in the game, so you're still kind of getting used to how you want your characters build.
And you're making fun of Mustard, dude.
At least that
Let me
big.
learn so you at least know what he looks like.
Dormammu?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Oh wait, I'm pulling up mustard.
Mustard. I like how you have to add Pokemon to it because you're just gonna get fucking pictures of Pokemon.
Google Mustard.
I did, but here he is.
Oh, dude. Mustard looks like a gangster.
Right?
It's pretty silly. Now look up Dormammu.
Dude, that'd be amazing if Joe can spell it.
Dormammu.
There we go.
Dormammu.
Close enough.
Hey, you got it pretty close. He looks like
I'm gonna do Ultimate Alliance.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's in the movies. The whatever.
That's what he looks. He looks not as cool as he did in the movie.
Not as cool as Mustard.
Yeah.
Because that's what he looks like in the comic book.
Oh, he's kind of like a... How would you describe him, Joe?
Here he is in the movie.
Ooh, he's like a crystal skull.
But the game just like spikes up because you keep fighting him and he keeps like you beat him and then he goes, okay, now I'm in my god plane where I'm like super big, and then you beat him again. He's like, now you have to throw rocks. I mean, I'm like, this fight fucking won't end, and I'm like running out of characters. They've all died. I'm like, fuck. And I just remember everyone complaining. They're like, the difficulty spike gets a little crazy for just starting.
Dormammu.
But I don't know. I don't really play the Switch a crazy amount. I'll probably play. I've had it for a while now. As Final Fantasy VIII. I'll probably play that, beat that.
Replay that. That's a goodie.
Mm-hmm. Because I did 7, beat that, which I thought was fun. I didn't catch it until like after I beat it. Someone, I think it's the left stick, if you push it in, makes you invincible in Final Fantasy VII.
Interesting.
It was kind of cool, but it was funny. I was like, I'm gonna make myself invincible and beat one of these monsters that were like, they're pretty much impossible to kill unless like you have a good team. Did it, still one shot killed me, and I was like, but I'm on invincible mode. I'm like, what the fuck? I was so pissed. I was like, I got Jude. I was like, they still made that impossible.
Whoa.
And then the Morbius being in the MCU now. That's part of the MCU because at the end of the trailer having Vulture, Morbius.
Well, they have Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in there.
No, it's
If you pay attention, it goes.
it's from the
scene by
video
scene.
game. It's the video game.
It's clearly the poster to Spider-Man 2 up on that wall.
It was taken from the
Hell yeah,
video
Sam
game.
Raimi.
It was taken from the video game. Because it just looks too good. You're just like, that looks really fucking
it's exactly Tobey Maguire Spider-Man on that wall.
The best Spider-Man. by the
But
way.
this is within the MCU because it shows Vulture at the end.
He's my Spider-Man.
Shows Batman with other Batman.
Nipples Batman.
Nipples.
No, it's just because he's turning into a vampire. And it's like, there's Batman and then there's Man-Bat. But it's in the MCU. So
But yeah, I don't know. How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I really was never a big Morbius fan. So
What does Morbius do?
he's a vampire. He's just Dracula.
It's kind of like, yeah.
He's just Dracula. There's really nothing
So
else
is
to
he
it.
a good guy?
Not really. It's whatever he wants to be. He's
Is he Team Edward or Team Jacob?
obviously Jacob
Definitely a Jacob, bro.
because he has the long
You
hair.
know, he's one of those anti-heroes. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's.
Do you think he'll get his standalone?
This is
This is the standalone.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So out of my depth right now.
We're talking about the trailer Joe sent. I think I sent it. I don't know who sent it.
I sent it.
I think it was like I just remember I watched it and I just was like, oh, I'm gonna send this. I think it was already in the bubble.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know
I think
who
it looks-
Morbius is.
I think it looks good. I don't
Is
know.
it as good as the Joker?
It's probably gonna be better than Venom,
Worse than the Joker.
and like
Some-
90% worse than the Joker.
Better than Venom is not a great compliment.
I think Venom was okay. Man, we were so drunk when we saw that. I really haven't seen it since. That's why it's like every person's like, "How was Venom?" I'm like,
I think
"Man,
it
I was pretty
good.
smashed. I was pretty good in my opinion." And everyone's like, "It wasn't that great."
Yeah,
I'm like,
when I rewatched it, I was like, oof, I was way too drunk.
because
You
we snuck,
can't watch that movie sober.
we snuck in like
And
I had an
enjoy it.
umbrella that was fake, and you could fit like almost a whole bottle of like whiskey. So me and Joe, we somehow lost it. I'm pretty pissed about that. Like we don't know where it
Got
went.
too
It's
drunk.
like- it's
I used
like-
to have this camera body that had it was a flask, but it looked like a camera body. And I got too drunk and lost it.
Pretty much. And yeah, we snuck it in, and I think like the worst part is we bought the tins. Like we spent a lot of money.
Oh yeah, we did get like
We got the
Venom
tins and everything, and the cups.
I don't know what happened to mine.
I don't know. I still have mine. I use them for chip parties and stuff. For parties and stuff. But
Chip parties.
chip parties.
You throw chip parties?
Yeah. Do you want to try this new bacon lays? I'm having a party where you only eat this.
Hey guys, big day. Start an event on Facebook.
Chip party. Everyone brings their favorite chips.
Honestly, that sounds like a great party as an adult.
It does. I don't know, because I always want to try those weird chips like that Lay's makes. But I'm always like, I can't drop that amount of money. Like I tried the bacon jalapeno one. That was gross. It really was.
Sounds good though.
I thought it would be good too. Well, it was jalapeno poppers and bacon.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
the jalapeno popper one.
And it just like I'd eat it and I'd be like, oh, there's a good bacon barbecue taste. And then I'd be like,
the sriracha one
and
was
there's
a
some
little
weird aftertaste here.
Chemicals.
Yeah, I don't know. I always wanted to try the chicken and waffles, but
Oh, I tried that. It was oddly sweet.
Yeah. Well, the
I heard it tastes
syrup-
like maple syrup is what I heard.
Yeah.
I just wanted to try it, but they only sold it in big bags. And I'm like, I'm not dedicating.
Well, like it tasted like you were eating like a waffle with like syrup. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get the chicken taste, so
Yeah.
if that was in there,
Is there any good chicken and waffles anymore? They used to have it down at Phantom Canyon, but now they don't.
That's all I
KFC,
want.
man. No,
Waffle House has a decent one.
no. There's this place over by was it Entertainment that did chicken and waffles. It's like that's
think
what they did.
Black Bear Diner?
but they closed. No,
Yeah, it's like I don't think they're there anymore.
no, it's like right next to Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, it's right next to. It was like it was connected, I believe.
Well, this is really interesting podcast topic. I'm sorry.
right.
yeah.
I think that's the end of our topics.
Out there who knows a good chicken and waffle place here in Colorado,
Just
let us know.
Send me a DM because I'm on the hunt.
I don't think we have anything else to talk about. So we're done.
Whoa!
This one didn't have batteries die on us.
Yeah, imagine that.
They were charged.
Uh-huh. Okay, guys. Well,
You'll have 2 podcasts this week.
it's been real. Well, we'll see what happens.
Alex is like, I'm fucking done. This is gonna fucking forget.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye. End recording. Do 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 do. Need an after song. Boo 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 boo.
Are we still recording this?
Yeah.
I can't.
Like I can't reach it, Joe. I'm too close to the table.